Ladies and gentlemen, we are back. It is the final podcast of the 2025 season. Lots of ups, lots of downs, lots of storylines, lots of things going on this last weekend. And I am honored to be here with none other than not only my co host, but your 2025 champion, the one, the only Delaniacs. Delaney, how we doing, baby?
They
The
said it
king.
couldn't be done. They said I was fraudulent. They said it wasn't my year. They said it was Gordy. They said it was only Dan's. They said it was anyone but
Anyone
Delaniacs.
but Blowies.
And wait, actually, hold on. I got the perfect thing for y'all. Let's just.
He got receipts, ladies and gentlemen. This guy brought out receipts.
You can only see this if you're watching on YouTube, not on Spotify. But I guess we'll never know.
Guess we'll never know.
I
Guess
guess we'll
what?
never know.
Hey, not your problem. Not
Not
your
my
problem.
problem. Tier 1 forever, baby.
Yeah, you know what? This episode, boys, it's definitely gonna have some sections where I'm not glazing deli the whole time, but we got to get into
But
it.
it will be a good amount of.
It's gonna be a
glazing.
good amount of glazing.
Right. Right.
I first want to give a shout out to you and Gordy putting on one of the best finals we've had in a long time.
When's the last time it came down again to a Monday night last minute? Has Delaniacs had one of the most hyped playoff runs of all time?
Dude.
I mean, the Devontae Smith game with Hydra Kids.
I mean, the buy.
Luka.
If you worked your way, if you weren't the one seed, we would give you a little bit more credit, but you deserve
Yeah,
it.
it was only 2 games. It wasn't 3.
But no, I was telling only Dan's last night. I was like, I cannot remember. Well, I do. I kind of remember. I do know the last time was Dad Bodies versus Fortes, and that was like 6 years ago, something like that, where it came down to a Monday night. Probably the best finals we've ever had was, unbiasedly Smoking Jays and Illegals, along with Hydra Kids, their first one. So, but you guys, dude, like ratings were through the fucking roof. And that's all that matters. I think this is one of the best seasons we've ever had, one of the best playoffs. And maybe, I don't know. I mean, maybe the Prophet knew all along when he decided to start this podcast that he wanted to have the 2025 champion on, And that's like what the Prophet does. The Prophet knows things, and maybe I knew I'm I'm Morpheus or whoever you want to call me, and I knew, or the Oracle, and I knew all along that it was Delaney. I just wanted to give you guys,
You heard it here first, boys. To the Fullers, Padillas, Fortes. You got to get on the pod next year as much as you can if you want to win the chip.
You guys can go start your own. We got something good going on here. But yeah, one of the best finals. Let's get into the recap here. Let's start going. Saturday night, we saw what happened, man. You came out with a good defensive play. Josh Jacobs really let you down. I know you were kicking yourself in the ass.
The worst part is I didn't even really get to watch that game that much, but just seeing 4 carries for 3 yards is just demoralizing.
You almost deserve to have that when you have a baby shower that weekend. So it's kind of deserved as, a little bit of a scare. You couldn't be sitting there fucking getting all these points. But Nico going to bed Saturday night, Nico didn't. I think the only thing is Nico not dropping the extra, 20, 15 points probably gave you a little bit of hope.
Yeah. I kind of expected it, not to try to be like downplay Nico Collins, but again, he's been downturning this year a lot, and then that Chargers defense has been really, really, really improved. I mean, the secondary is good. Cam Hart, Tariq Still, even old ass Tony Jefferson is making plays. And then when you got Duran in the backfield, it's a hard team to score on if you're a receiver.
Yeah, absolutely. So definitely, you had some things going on, and then so it didn't look great. It didn't look great for you come Saturday night, and then Sunday morning comes rolling around, and it started looking good for you a little bit. Started looking pretty well. Drake May just doing Drake May things. Arguably the best trade of the year.
He was benched in the third quarter, so everyone knows. 40 points benched.
And how many touchdowns?
Like 5.
Yeah.
5.
Yeah, 5. But yeah, dude, your boys came through. Those JT got that touchdown we've been waiting for. I was still waiting for that 3 touchdown performance, but it is what it is. And we started seeing the pendulum swing back to Delaney. And then afternoon hit, and your boys, Devontae, Shakir is who we thought he was. Definitely kind of fell face first. And before we knew it.
The worst part is he outscored Devontae. The worst fucking part is he outscored Devontae.
Come on, man.
Come on.
But, I at that point, you were down by, I think, about 40 or 50. After that,
It was 43
it was like 43, but
after the Eagles
are
Bills
you
game.
sure? I thought it was closer to 50. All right, maybe you're right, but I just remember I'm like, uh-oh. And the whole time I'm watching, like, dude, Gordy had like a 3% chance to win at some point, and it got to the point, and you boys heard me. I'm like, Gordy's up to like 27%. Gordy's up to 32%, yada yada. And then so you need the 43 going in, and if I remember correctly, if anyone listened to last week's podcast, I believe my start of the week was a certain guy from a certain town that begins with a C, ends with an O, in the middle's Hickog, and it's the great 1-8, the great white 1-8, Colston Loveland, baby. Colston Loveland. Paid dividends. How do
I
you
think
feel?
it feels good. I mean, obviously, just winning feels good, but the fact that I was finally rewarded for a tight end play when Delaniacs, really, I think the story of Delaniacs this year is every single year we knew what this team was missing. It was a quarterback and it was a tight end. And what did we address in the offseason? Quarterback and tight end. That's how
If
you do
you
it.
were not to take a jab at Mr. Pookies, but if you were Pookies, you would have took that as me being a butthole to you when I've been getting on everyone's ass. Hey, buddy, go get a quarterback, go get a tight end. I do this for
It's
good
valid.
reason,
Yeah,
boys.
it's valid.
I want to see you all thrive, and guess what? I push that down Delaney's throat,
I
and look
think the
what
only
happened.
one I wasn't really paying attention to was quarterback because I was trying to get a tight end every fucking year. I was making trades, doing this or that, but I was like, oh, Anthony Richardson will pay off. No, he won't.
Have we
No, he
found
won't.
out that this isn't a redraft league and that quarterback is the most pivotal position? It's got to be. Speaking of quarterbacks being pivotal position, some of you are probably wondering, Connor, why are you wearing a Colts jersey? Did you lose a bet? No, because it's post-championship wrap-up, and one of the greatest wins you ever see is a .5 was led by this quarterback himself. Miss,
R.I.P. R.I.P. to a real one.
hey, he brought me into the glory land, and it's
Yep.
where I'll forever be.
Yep.
But yeah, so back to that, I think after the Loveland momentum, it was like going. I mean, you were over there and you left, and you're like, I won, 14 points, I won.
I
You
didn't
left.
say I won. I was just
No, you're
like,
already confident.
I was
And
pretty confident.
when you left, I'm talking to Danny, and I'm like, there's a real shot here. I showed him. I'm like, you saw the 45-point week the week before. I'm like, you know what happens next. I'm like, you know what happens next. And Danny's like, no, like there's no. I'm like, bet, bro, bet. I said, I
It doesn't feel as real with Puka, but it's
yeah, and that is what it is, man. That's the fucking beautiful thing about this game, especially fantasy. Like anything can happen. Every point, every yard matters. Speaking from someone that won by literally 5 yards in his fantasy championship, but it's one of those things that I told, and I even talked to Zach the next morning. We were building a parlay, and I actually took the under 8.5 catches. And I'm like, they're going to be blanketing Puka. I'm like, I think Puka, and mark my words, you can ask Zach, you can ask everyone. I said, I think Puka is going to give Deli a scare. I said, I think it's going to be a scare. There was a point during that Sunday night when he was just missing in action pretty much the whole game. I mean, I don't want to blame him.
no.
Obviously,
Well, I mean, he got a couple called back too in the first quarter. If anyone remembers, one, the Rams were just getting their dicks kicked in, and it was like a worst case scenario where it was like when they did score, it was a defensive score. So they lost an offensive possession. They picked up the ball, ran it back. He threw like Stafford threw like three horrible picks, and then the one big catch Puka had, I think, in the first second quarter, got called back for holding, and then it happened again in the fourth.
well, that was a heartbreaker right there. But
Yeah.
like I said when that happened, when they pick six that, I was like, that's the best thing that could have happened. As weird as it sounds when staff, like you think you're driving, you're like, no, I need a Puka touchdown. Said that was the best thing that could have happened because that just depleted the run game. Like
Yeah.
that the
Yeah.
offensive running is out the
Out
playbook.
out of the
You
fucking
are throwing
question.
the ball now. So
Out of the fucking question.
yeah, so it's great. It's great. But yeah, dude, looking at you, you actually dropped Gordy at one point Monday night was up to like 73% chance to win or something crazy. 75. It just was not looking good for Delaniacs. And then the man, the myth, the Pukinator himself put the team on the back.
Not too shabby for a sixth round pick, is what I'll say.
So
Not too
so
shabby.
we want to know. We want to know.
Not too
What did you
shabby.
do Monday night? What went down Monday night? Like what went down Monday? What was Monday like? Tell everyone how your Monday went. Morning, afternoon. What'd you do for the
Yeah.
game?
Fortunately, me and Mads were kind of on the back end from, I had been at the casino the night before. I was tired. We had to clean up from our baby shower. We had to get packed. We were leaving like 4 a.m., 5 a.m. the next day. So there was a lot going on. But we were locked in the whole fucking time, man. I was fucking ready. I felt real confident going into game time. And then I'm sure, as you know, the whole time I was stressing. I was over at my grandma's house saying goodbye to the fam. And I left. I left in the middle of the fourth quarter because we're only like
Quick
a
question.
minute.
I got a
Yeah,
quick
yeah,
question before you tell me about the
yeah, yeah.
game. Were you like, I could just see like your family and, Maddie just like asking you a question or talking to you and you just being like, I'm sorry, what? What
What?
were you
Fucking
saying?
literally,
What was that? They were like
really.
snapping at you. They're like, "Are you there? Are you there?" Yeah.
It's like
So, all right.
throwback to when you were like 13 years old. I'm like, shut up, mom.
Yeah. What
Shut up, mom. This is important. I
what'd
need
you
to
do
watch
for?
this fucking game.
Yeah. What'd you do for the game?
We were over at my grandparents' house. We were saying our last goodbyes to some family, but we are. It's only a minute away from my parents' house we were staying at. So in the fourth quarter, it's been going bad, dude. I was just watching it, and I was like, he has like 3 receptions. For a minute, you're like, I'm fucked. I was like, you know what? I believe in Puka, but I can't be here at this moment. So we fucking left. And when I got there, they threw that fucking big play. It got called
You
back.
got where at your parents' house?
Yeah, because like I said, it was only a minute away. I pulled in. I had it on my phone, obviously, and he threw that big play that should have been the tutty. Called it back. I like fucking screamed. Just fucking started walking the opposite fucking way. Just started walking away from everyone from the house, and then when I came back, he threw the touchdown.
Probably doesn't help that I'm over here, the court jester, getting the fucking chat room.
Everyone
I'm
amped.
like, come on,
Yeah,
everyone, stand
yeah.
up. Dude, we had so many people getting involved that night too. Even fucking drunk tuna came out of the cave to fucking, say his
I
congrats.
mean, how can you not? The only one I was sad to see missing, who's not in the Discord anymore, is Gord. No, he's not. No, he's not. Go look at it. Can we get a wellness check on Gordy?
Let me see here. Well, guess what? I sent everything back to everybody. So
Yeah, he's not in there. I just checked this morning.
I wonder it's probably for good reason. He probably didn't want to deal with the fucking.
Yeah, I don't blame him.
Let me
I
see.
don't blame him, man. For a guy who thought he was going back to back and ups
It,
and downs,
I'm
I'll
pretty.
say this. I'll say this. Gordy played a hell of a season. What if Gordy played a hell of a season? But I had to fucking get one.
You know
Yeah,
what?
go look at tier ones. He's not in there. He's not in
Hey,
the
he
Discord at
had
all.
been in that group chat then that I sent out because I sent the Discord out. Yeah, yeah.
He
For those,
probably thinks he's fucking shadow banned for that performance. It's
yeah,
unfortunate.
that too. No, yeah. Adolf Commissioner had to set for those who didn't know this. Commissioner had to go full commish mode and there was a protest going on for everyone wanting to come out, and I had to drop the hammer. And look, we got everyone come out, and it's a great get together. And damn, that makes me sad he wasn't in there. Oh well, it was probably again, it's probably for a good reason. The guy doesn't even check the fucking Discord anyways. So what am I supposed to say? Anyway, moving forward. So you win. How did it go? How'd the celebration go?
It was good. It was good. First, I freaked out. It was like the 5 stages of grief. First, it was just, but opposite 5 stages of orgasmic pleasure. No, I fucking freaked out. Fucking went crazy. I like went and like fucking dapped up my little brother. He doesn't really watch so much football. I'm like, let's fucking go, baby. Let's fucking go. And then afterwards, it's kind of just like it didn't feel real. It's just that
It
still
never
doesn't feel
does.
completely real.
It never does. It's usually kind of like one of those things. It's like, dude, I was telling Danny this too. I was last night. I was like, dude, like I can only imagine how Deli felt, and then I, as like commissioner, was so fucking excited. I'm like, I can only like, I'm like, bro, you don't understand. Like when you win, you just are so fucking happy, and it's like a lot. 6 years, bro, in the making.
Six
And we have guys
fucking
who've been waiting
years,
longer. And it's like when
dude.
you finally get the win, nothing matters. And then you start just like the crash out starts coming. And you're just like, oh, nothing in life matters. Nothing. Oh, I'm having a kid. I don't care. Like, like
I
what
already won the
matters
chip.
anymore?
What fucking matters?
Dude, but then I'll tell you right now, come next year, you're gonna be ready to fucking compete again, bro. You're gonna be ready to run it back. It's crazy looking at these. I want to pull this up real quick. Speaking of you and Gordy, this is how awesome the finals was. It came down to the wire. two teams, ladies and gentlemen, are so eerily similar. So many similar paths they came. They both, came in 2020 COVID year, and they both sucked for a long time, except you came in hot and then you kind of fell off. Gordy took forever, finally got it together. You now, after post UFFL Bowl, Delaniacs has 45 wins, 42 losses. Gordon the guys have
500.
44 wins and 44 losses, so he's straight 500. You guys are one win. You have one win over him. Two less losses. Now, playoff record, you're 3-1, he's 4-2. You both have a championship. According to my calculations, Delaniacs has better front office than Gordon the guys. Who'd have thought?
Who would have thought?
Slightly, not by much. Not to take anything away from them.
I mean, just to say, like I said, Gordy's a hell of a team. We love Gordy, bro. Fucking Gordy's a cool guy. We like the Taggarts. Maybe Gordy a little bit more than Garrett. Who knows? But
I don't know. At least Garrett has been more active late. It's like an ebb and flow of those.
But I think at least we could say at this moment, the 2020 UFFL Players Draft, me and Gordy, low-key the goats of the draft to be brought into the league. 2 chips. And then whoever else came in with us, he's already out of the league, so it doesn't matter.
That was Matt Fuller.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Matter.
Yeah. So anyway, so I'm again, congratulations. It's been years in the making.
Fuck, dude.
Again, I was not trying to be biased, and I told Gordy the night before, or at the casino, I was like, hey, dude. And I told him the night before, even this was Saturday night, because he's like, I don't know, man, if I'm going to come out, like, it depends on how my team does. And I'm like, bro, you've won, man. Like, you've won, dude. Like, if you hadn't won, listen, I'm going to be honest, if he hadn't won, I might be rooting for Gordy a little bit more.
Yeah.
I wasn't rooting for Gordy to lose, but again, it's like he had won already, and it was one of those. I told him, like, bro, like, you're forever cemented in tier 1, bro. Like, gotta spread the wealth just a little bit. And he's like, nah, you're right. Like, so go ahead.
No, I was just saying, yeah, tier 1.
Sorry, I thought you had 2 questions up with your finger.
No.
So
I did have to stop the back-to-back though. So you're welcome to the league, by the way. We can't have any other.
Tyler
kids is probably fucking ecstatic.
Like, Tyler's like was so tired of your ass all year, and then Tyler turned around the next week and is rooting for you.
He's like, pain. Let's go Delaniacs.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Tyler's pummeling Only Dan's for the 3rd place money. So thank God that wasn't the finals. That would have been fucking just straight. That would have been a dud. That would have been our dud of the week, the whole game. But no, but anyways, yeah, so let's see. Speaking of duds and studs. All right, let's talk about some studs and duds of the UFFL Bowl. I'm gonna let you go first. I want to hear your stud. Who was your stud of the week?
There should be a few studs of the week.
Pick one, and I'll probably pick the other.
I'm gonna go in opposite direction. I'm not gonna pick you think I'm gonna pick. I'm still gonna pick Puka. Puka's the stud of the week, and Puka's the stud of the year. Lifeblood of this team. Almost 50 points the week before to cement me at finals championship. He shows up every week that he's not hurt, fucking God, and gives 20, 30 points. Not only is the stud of the week, he's the stud of Delaniacs. That's just my team is Puka.
Literally looks like you.
And the winning touchdown to give me the fucking game. It's Puka.
Did you get your Puka jersey ordered yet?
No, I need to. I might go on Fanatics right now and do that.
Yeah, you also got to get one of these bad boys ordered too. You like that? Get those rings ordered, baby. Come on. That's the ultimate flex.
Bro.
Yeah, I'll send it over to you after this. There's a few different ones. I mean, dude, sometimes going to your local trophy shop, dude, they got some treasure over there, dude. But you got to customize it, man. You got to you got to go all out. So definitely take a look. My stud. I mean, I want to go Drake May here. I mean, I don't know. It is between Drake May and it is between Loveland. I'm going to go. May did what he did. He's an MVP caliber. He's another one of your studs of the year.
Yeah.
For sure. But I want to go Loveland and I'm not trying to be biased here because I'm a Bears fan, but you got 20 points from the tight end position. Something you never have, something you've been seeking.
Hell yeah.
And that's where he stepped up, man. He's a rookie, made an awesome play in the end zone. And he stepped up when it matters, man. And it's beautiful to see that. Had anything else, had he not caught that touchdown, you're not sitting here right now in tier one. So I'm gonna definitely go with him as my stud. And my dud. I hate to do this to Gord, man, but it's kind of who I was hesitant on. I thought he was gonna be a stud or a start this week. I thought he was gonna be a stud and a start, but was Nico, and he even cracked double digits. 9 did he? No, 8.7. 8.7, you're leaning heavy on your wide receiver too, and he just did not perform. He didn't perform wide receiver 4 numbers. I mean, if that,
Yeah,
barely he did.
barely.
So,
Yeah,
can't really have that, man, and,
yeah.
fortunately enough, that same guy led him to a championship last year, but he was unable to do it this year, so my dud of the week was, young Nico.
Feel like he's been in that spot a couple times, unfortunately.
Too often.
Too often.
Becoming too often. What
Yeah.
about you?
I guess I'll pick someone on my team, just not to pick on fucking Gordo too heavy, but Josh Jacobs, you already talked about it. I mean, a franchise cornerstone for Delhi. He did me good for this whole season. He was like a consistent 10 to 15 points with a tutty in him every week, but in the championship, 4 carries. He's been battling that consistent injury for the past like 3 weeks. He was finally off the injury report before going into game time. He had a few actual practices as opposed to the week before. I think he had one legit, even limited participant practice, and he still keeps pushing to play. But 1.3 points is just
Yeah.
ass.
Yeah, I agree, man. It was kind of, I mean, that's should have went the Chicago Bear. Always got to go Ben Johnson, man. He's got a great offense, but that's what happens when you get for starting a Packer. Mm. Now, last thing I would like to know, we would like to know, not to get a straight answer out of you. We want you to go to Disneyland. We want you to, enjoy this time being on top, the champion,
I
everything.
fucking will.
But what does the future hold for Delaniacs?
Fucking will enjoy this time, just so you know. Just so everyone knows, I will be enjoying this time. My future in the UFFL, just next season? Like, what do you mean?
Yeah, I mean, like, what are we doing? We kind of keeping the team intact. What do we think? You got a little bit of moves now in the running back
He
position. You got
wants
to
the
start
he
looking
wants
at.
the secrets.
Yeah, I mean, we
No, I
kind
don't
of
know.
got
I
it
mean,
done.
hey, listen. Now that all the questions are out about how Delaniacs operates, we're sporadic. We're wild. We're the wild card, but we fucking won one. No one can doubt the fucking knowledge that I have of ball, and that was
You
showed
know,
this year.
yeah. And speaking, you said that. I want to
So I'm
say
gonna
that.
keep to the game plan, baby. We're gonna keep playing Delhi on
Yeah,
draft night. Be ready. We're ready to move some fucking capital.
I want to give
Devontae
you.
Smith, Josh Jacobs, those motherfuckers might not be on the team next year. So
Nor
come
should they.
holler at me. Yeah.
I want to give you a little bit more glaze. And again, I know I keep bringing up Danny, but I was telling him, I was like, I think the podcast this year was the best thing for Delaniacs because I saw so much growth with you this year. So much, stepped up. You've always known some ball, very questionable before the season started. But again, you have came a long way, dude. And you have undoubtedly deserved becoming tier one. And I look forward to years down the road talking ball with you over podcasts. Now guys can't be like, really? Dilly is the co-host?
I was gonna
Really? Like,
say in like
guy?
6 years when this podcast is fully taken off and we quit our day jobs and this is all we do full time, they're gonna be like, oh yeah, they've always been tier one, right? The Delhi and Commish, yeah, they've always been tier one.
They
They've
got
always been champions.
two tier one hosts, baby. That's
Who
what
would
we
have
do.
thought?
Hey,
Not me.
I want to say this for those listening and watching. This is our first ever morning podcast. We're usually doing it about 12 hours from
I
now
know.
at
Check
night.
this sun out. Look how intense this is, real quick.
Oh, was that, are you in heaven? Are you
I'm
in
in
tier one
heaven.
heaven?
This is what
Hey,
happens when you make it to tier one,
yeah,
baby.
show
Watch
us
this.
what tier one looks like, everybody. Oh, cheers to you. It's never too
Oh,
early.
he's
It
got
is
some
New Year's
buff.
today. It's New Year's
I
Eve.
wanted to stop last night so bad and get a bottle of Buff, but we got back in so late. I don't think the liquor store by my house was open. I was like, fuck.
Hey, I'll take one for you.
Thank you.
New Year's Eve for those wondering. Buffalo doesn't stop. We're going to get going. Yeah, this one's for Delaniac. All right, hold on. I got to take a little chase.
Is that
All right, so
Starbucks Frappuccino? That's insane.
from Einstein Bagels, baby.
Oh, Einstein. Coffee and Buff. What a guy. He's going to be shitting his brains out in like 20
Yeah.
minutes.
So speaking of New Year's Eve, That means the end of a great, phenomenal 2025. Hey, did you catch the video I made?
I did. That was nice. That was
That's
what was that, cap cut, or was that like a? Did
I
you make
got
that
my
up?
avenues. I make my
Do
things.
you know who sings that song that was in there?
When I'm back in Chicago. Was it Blink-182?
No, it's the dude from Stranger Things, Joe Carey. That's his band.
Well, Deli, I have other things to do than watch Stranger Things, so
I mean, just it's just weird that it's an actor, right?
that is pretty cool, though. But I do want to get in. It was again an awesome year, and I kind of want to recap a little bit. I want to recap and kind of go over some end of the year awards. You know, end of the season.
I love it. I love it.
This isn't goodbye. This is just a celebration of a wonderful year,
Not
and
only is this not goodbye, for everyone not in tier one, you really need to be tuned into the off-season pods, because this is where you're going to get free info from the commish without actually subscribing to
yeah,
Platinum
yeah. We're
Premium.
gonna get
So
to that here a little bit later at the very end, but kind of give the guys a heads up what's going on. But I want to go in here. I want to go in and I want to talk about give some year of the award end of the year awards, and I want to do most improved team to start, and let me continue the glaze for Delaniacs. It's pretty quite obvious when you go from worst place to first place.
it's possible. It's possible,
It can be
Fortes. You can
done.
do it.
Dude, yeah, you gave hope to everyone at this point. Not unless you traded George Rickens, you ain't flipping the fucking script after you're in 1 year. But anyway, hey, you see that he made the cut in the video?
I did. I saw at the very end he flashed a picture of him. I
I
was
had
like,
to throw
fucking
him in
Rourke.
the
Like,
Anakin. What have
fucking
I done
Rourke.
in there?
What have I done?
So I had to throw. Those are some memorable moments, man, of 2025. But most improved, man. I do want to give you your flowers. You did it, man. So I'm gonna go Delaniacs. Do you have anyone outside of Delaniacs?
Yeah, I was gonna say, let me pick someone else, so it's not just
I
like
think there's
triple
one quite
double
obvious
posting.
that deserves a shout out.
I think so, right? I think get some. I mean, the kid to even just not have 2 wins and be fighting for a playoff spot towards the very end of the year, and his team kindly finally came to fruition. Everyone was like, "Oh man, he's still rebuilding. He's still rebuilding. He's still rebuilding," but it's kind of finally paying off. His receiving core looks good. Amarion Hampton's kind of coming around, so good moves, Gets.
Yeah.
Let's see what you got in you next year.
Higgins is coming around. Jaden Higgins. He made that trade that was very questionable, giving up a future first for Higgins, and it's finally working out. So I will give him his flowers as well. Again, I've said it once and I'll say it a million times. Had we not given him that call from the commissioner's office, that scolding, don't think he would be nominated right now. So most improved team, I'm definitely gonna say get some. Most overrated team.
Ooh, it feels like that's gonna fucking hurt.
I hate to say this one, but I'm gonna go Fuller effect. I'm gonna go Fuller effect here. He had the pieces in place, had certain things in place, and it just didn't work at all. Did he make a very questionable trade? Yes, but also at the same
I mean,
time,
even besides that,
yeah. Well, that was but I was kind of giving him a shout out that he did start rebuild. He's not just sitting there in limbo.
yeah,
So
you just hate to see it after.
I don't know, man. Bovis is up there too.
Yeah.
He might have flamed out. I think yeah. What about you? Would you say Bovis or who was
I was
your?
just say before though, with Fuller, you hate to see it because I forgot he was in the finals last year. So like to go from that to rebuilding the next year after you thought you were pushing your chips in
It
the hand.
happens a lot, man. It happens a
Yeah.
ton. Like you get to the finals, and the next year you got a tough schedule. A lot of things can go wrong if you don't win it, man. That window, it's not as open as a lot of people think. So
Yeah, but most overrated for me. What about back nines? What about Benny? What about 8-6 and didn't even make the playoffs? What
here's
about
here
Tyreek out forever?
here's the tough part about this, and I'm not gonna gain any satisfaction talking about
But he's got
people.
George Rickens.
Yeah, no. Um, had he this all leads back to the Jordan Mason play that everyone was just shocked that he started Jordan Mason. That dropped him like 2 points that week or 3 points. And he lost to Gordy that week by like 2 points. Remember that week? It was like week 4 or 5.
I
And
think so, yeah.
yeah, remember
God,
he like
feels
it
like
came down to
forever.
the wire.
Feels like
Came down,
forever ago.
yeah. And had he won, he'd be in the playoffs. Had he made the playoffs, he would have just smoked through. He would have won. He literally was 8-6, lost the tiebreakers. Okay. Had so many things wrong go for him. Had he was a 7 seed, 6 seed, 5th seed, anything, he would have dropped like 160, 170 the first round, would have wiped out any team, would have dropped another 160, 70, would have wiped out the semis, and he would have beat you and Gordy in the finals by 2 points.
131.5, yeah.
Coulda, woulda, coulda. Maybe you don't
Yep.
protest, ladies and
Yep.
gentlemen.
Hey, there's a reason they make you play these games. There's a reason this isn't a best ball league. I don't live in a world of what ifs. I live in a world of what happened, and that's Delaniacs is your champion.
Hey, how you gonna act? How you gonna act?
No, sorry, Benny. Benny's team is still in a good place. I mean, Rorge Rickens, Bijan, Trevor's looking on the up and up. Let's see what Benny's got in him next
Yeah,
year.
his team's
I think he's got to make a couple extra moves, but yeah, maybe the most overrated this year.
maybe if he gets involved next year, good things might happen. So it's okay, Benny. You can come out from the shadows. Ben Mysterio. Okay, so most overrated, we got that knocked out. Best draft. Now, I got the draft
I have
board
to
here.
go pull it up. Yeah, please do.
So we got this here. Ladies
I
and
think
gentlemen,
I can see it on.
we got the draft board. And I don't know. Let's see here. We're gonna get this pulled up too. It might be hard. Actually, you know what's funny is you can go in the Discord. You can kind of go in the Discord and some of the grades here. Maybe we'll do something like this. Like some of the grades we had were draft grades. They're pretty freaking accurate. I think we always do a pretty solid job. But some of the notable ones, like okay, some of the
But
worst.
you can go on My Fantasy League too and pull up everyone's draft class from this year if you want
Absolutely,
to.
yeah.
That's pretty. I'm gonna do that right now, but you go ahead and keep talking.
Yeah, so I would say the worst one right now I'm looking at is Bova's. I think his best pick. Yeah,
He immediately went to. I think the fucking worst one is.
yeah. While we're looking for the best one, the worst one off top I'm looking at might be the Isaac. He drafted Isaac Tesla, Jalen Royals, Justice Hill.
But does Isaac Tesla have the rawest 14 catch season of all time? Like half
Absolutely,
of them were touchdowns.
absolutely.
Hey, he's looking pretty smart for Michael Wilson though.
Drunk Tuna's right around there. I think he got Cam Scattaboo, but that obviously he took a hit. But outside of that, dude, he's drafting guys like Austin Eckler and Amari Cooper. You can't be doing that. You wish you would see a little bit more from Drinking Fortes, considering he started rebuild. And unfortunately, I think his Woody Marks not bad, and Travis Hunter has upside. Terrence Ferguson, so I wouldn't say his was the worst by any means. What is bad intentions. Dante Thornton. I mean, Troy Franklin and Dart kind of panned out, but
Yeah.
there's some mediocre ones as far as good draft
We do
class.
some commish glazing real quick. A
Yeah,
Mecca 1-5, Kyle Monangai, who looks like he could really fucking come into his own, and Mason Taylor, who's been kind of decent.
no,
Unfortunately, he's on the
Mason
Jets,
was
but
the trade.
what was it?
Yeah, I traded
Yeah,
him before
pick
that.
made for Bovas. Okay.
Should have been a Rondé Gadsden. So how about you just substitute a Rondé Gadsden in?
There you go. I mean, you got him anyway. That's not bad.
Yeah, no, I definitely would put mine on one of the higher end of, if not the best draft of last year. I mean, I love what I came away with as far as rookies go. I don't really know much of guys who really just killed the draft last year. I mean,
Kind of looking at it, doesn't really look like anyone came away with like a far and above away.
We all had our ups and downs.
Fish's was okay. I mean, he got Javante and Travion.
Fish had a good draft, actually. Don't let that,
A-Rod.
go unnoticed. He definitely did have a good draft. I will say, Get Some might be my vote. He got Amarian, who still is like kind of comes and goes. We know we want more availability. Dylan Sampson, he did flip him, but Sampson also showed production, and Jaden Higgins started coming around. So there's that. So I'll go with those. I'm gonna go best value pick. Who would you say was the best value pick in that draft?
God, I know Fish didn't make the fucking shit the playoffs, but Javante at 2-2 at the beginning of the year looked so fucking smart. Best value.
I think there's one just sticks out. Go look. How about you go look in the 5th round? Okay, fine. I'm gonna glaze myself. 5-5. Go look at 5-5. That's probably the best value pick in the entire draft.
Or I'm looking by team.
No, you're good.
Cal Monangai.
5-5.
Yeah, it's probably
How you boys
Hey.
let that man get to 5-5?
Hey, that's not too bad.
That's what we
right
do,
there.
bro. Our scouting department has been doing it for years. We find talent. We find talent everywhere. while guys are scrambling or pulling one of these. Like we're over here, we're cooking. And not only that, you always see me and Danny over there updating everything. How do we do this? How's a guy like the commish? Well, he's a profiteer. That probably makes sense. But it's, we're multitasking, we're yelling at people, we're
Ooh.
dialing in things, we're drafting, making trades. It's just truly, boys.
I think I found the worst draft, unfortunately. And I
Let's
hate
hear
to
it.
pick the kid again and again. Just go look at Illegals draft real quick. That's
Elijah Arroyo. I know
that's
that one.
fucking tough.
What
Elijah Aurora 114, 314. He took Amari Cooper, who retired like a month after the draft.
I think that was a trade.
Oh, with fucking
Tuna.
Jets. God, I gotta look at that.
No,
Okay,
Tuna. That was a trade to Tuna.
He didn't have any other picks. It looks like. Did he just trade up? Because Van Jefferson was his next pick at 5.
Oh man, I don't know what he was doing there. Padilla, I love you, man, but
He thought he was cooking.
Padilla really needs to send that profit VIP program next year. Hey guys, Delaney did it. Look how it turned out for him. I expect a review. I expect you to go on my Yelp review and drop underneath the profit program.
I'll leave you a review in nickel and dimes
There
profit
you go.
section.
Yeah, this guy, the prophet is the real deal, man. I was looking for a win, and yeah, he won me. So best value pick, Calvin guy, without a doubt. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, you guys are gonna have to suck
Yeah, I
on
like that one.
Okay. Before we get into a few other things, I want to recap a little bit too. It's kind of sad, it's the end of the year. We're gonna be taking a break for a while, and let's kind of look back. And I want to know your favorite podcast of the year. Which one?
Like episode?
Yeah, favorite episode.
Man, there was a lot of good ones.
Yeah, there was. I definitely enjoyed the first one between us. I enjoyed the one we
that was
had
cool.
Garrett on. I felt
Yeah.
bad because we made Garrett do it twice.
Yeah.
So shout out Garrett. Garrett had to do a double back-to-back podcast, but
When do we have 4 on? Was that me, you, Getz, and Christian?
yeah, well, 3.5. You, me, Christian, and freaking Getz. He was up in the clouds half the time.
Yeah, I think had the battle between the who was more high back-to-back pods, Fuller or Getz. That was good.
Yeah, dude. I mean, at that point,
Oh, you know what I'll say? Illegals. Illegals was surprising.
that was my pick. Jason, a little bit of Jason love here. I think
Illegals
I
had some good energy. He's just a good guy. When you talk to him, he's fun to be with. Like it was good.
It was
that sad Cardinals fan.
I enjoyed that one. That was seriously one of my favorites. I had so much fun with Padilla on that one. Just with hold on, let me do it for old time's sakes. The troll.
He still got the fucking mask. Gordy's episode was good. I wish he didn't have the little one in the back. I feel like he could have been a little bit more animated.
I don't know. Gordy was
ball.
Gordy was hype. He was talking over us most of the time. He's like, "No, this is how it needs to be, right? Hey, Gordy, you start your own podcast and we'll talk about it."
Well, that's the kind of energy you want on sometimes.
Absolutely.
That's good. Yeah, it's good stuff.
Sleeper really actually is probably like my second favorite. I did not see this one coming, and we made it work with where I was. I was in Vegas and everything, but Tuna. I had such a good time with Ryan. I wish Ryan would just come out a little bit more of the closet, and it was great. Speaking of closet, we had Boba's literally in the closet. He pulled a Bad Intentions, so that was a good one.
We got the married guys with the most kids in the closet. It's weird.
That's awesome.
Weird.
Hey, he made it, dude. Joey did it, man. He had the ambiance in the background, like he went all out. He's like, I don't want them to see my SRH and my tap out t-shirts.
Like, my camo tap out, my foot.
Yeah. So no, I don't even know if that guy owns that. Thank God. But
no, I mean, I think everyone did a good job on it. I feel like for most people, this is probably your first time on a podcast. I've done 2 before this, and one was literally for like an ASU assignment. So it's weird getting on camera. So I think everyone in the league did good. I think the only ones that I didn't like is who didn't fucking come on, which is what? Hide Your Kids and Dad Bods.
And Benny.
And fucking Benny.
Well, Benny's protesting still. Benny's got to stop protesting. But no, I want to give a shout out to Mike too. Mike held it down when you were gone. And Mike and I had a really good podcast.
I know. I wish I could have been on with the guy.
Yeah, Mike is the great time. I want to have Mike on more often this off season. He's a big podcast guy. He knows what's going on, and his time could be coming soon too. Maybe the next year or two. We'll see. But we again,
start
it's like
snacking those 2027 picks, buddy.
I've been telling people, I've been trying to. I showed Danny the other night when we went to bed. When him and I were cuddling a bit. Now we were chilling on the couch, and he doesn't really know much about this draft class. And we just started watching like Makai Lemon. We started watching Carnell Tate. Started watching Jordan Tyson highlights, Jardarian Price, Jeremiah Love, Emmett Smith. Emmett Johnson. We started watching all the highlights, and then he doesn't know anything. He didn't know anything about Jeremiah Smith.
That's
And
actually that's pretty crazy. I haven't
bro,
even done that much draft
you don't know
research,
the
but
2027 God. This guy's been praised to God now since he was a freshman.
I think the start of that 2027 was legit. I mean, Ryan Williams too. Don't get me wrong, but like,
Yes.
is that Jeremiah Smith is going to be available in 2027?
Yeah, Ryan
Is
Williams kind of
it,
fell off, but he's going to bounce back
yeah,
hopefully
and
next
so
year.
did Arch Manning because I think he was also a 2027. You know, people were like, "Oh, it'll be a good draft for quarterbacks." It's like,
Yeah.
you never fucking know.
We'll get in the 2027 draft a year from now, but
We'll
it
save
is
that later.
so
Don't
fucking
worry.
loaded, man. So yeah, and again, kind of before we dip into the spread and wrap things up for
Spread.
we got to get ready for the new year, but want to give you boys a heads up. We're gonna be taking a little bit of a hiatus here. Kind of let us all enjoy the fruit of our loins and watch some playoff football, and lots of Bears are in it. I'm gonna be
Charger.
preoccupied. Chargers, our teams are in it. We've got a few Seahawks fans, so unfortunately Cardinals are in it. We have a lot of people's teams in it. Poor Pookie's. Pookie's is like, both my teams are out. Who do I root for now? He's gonna find a new team to root for. He's like, the bandwagons are broken down. No, anyway, so we're gonna be off for about a month or two, and then I do want to do a recap, or not a free agent, NFL free agent recap in March. So we might pop on in March. Definitely do a post NFL draft podcast. And then come May, we're gonna be getting you boys ready. We're gonna be discussing the next off season. Lots of going on. Kind of get you boys back in the swing of things. I expect you boys to listen because we're gonna be getting ready for division realignment. We're gonna get ready for, where we're doing the drafts. We're gonna be doing everything, contracts, just everything. So don't be sad. We're not going anywhere. We're just gonna be taking a little break, and we will be back. But until then, let's dip into the spread. Dude, we were so close. We were so close last week.
Spread.
Oh man, I would have hedged it. I would have hedged it. Came down to the Bears, man, +3. They lost by 4, and I wanted to hedge it so bad. We were at that fucking casino, and I was unable to. So it's unfortunate, but we're gonna run a 3-legger this weekend, and let's take a look, man. I haven't really taken a look that much, but I'm gonna go off pure intuition. Profit will profitize something right now, and I mean this week's gonna be a little tough. We got some starters sitting out, but there are some games to be played, and I mean. Let's take a look here. Going off top, I know Nickel and Dimes. I'm gonna start with his. I might as well punch his in. Nickel gave me, he wants Panthers. He wants Panthers 2.5 against the Bucks. That could be a good one. I think the Bucks are just, I don't know what the hell happened to them. I don't know what happened to Baker. I don't know what happened to the whole Buccaneers.
Big
Thought they're
fall
like
off for sure.
Super Bowl caliber team. Dude, I think this is one of the funniest things I read, because the Seahawks held Bryce Young to 54 passing yards last week.
Something fucking
Did you know that?
egregious. Yeah, I think I saw that, and they still won.
So I read, or I was like, what? I was looking at something on
Let's go
Instagram,
see.
and it's something with like Bryce Young or something. And someone was like, dude, they need to make like a Madden attribute for Bryce Young that you don't know what his rating is until you literally start the game.
Game?
Like,
He could
you
be a
literally start the game and then
65
you
or a
find
90.
out what his rating is. So, because dude, I mean, that guy went for 400 yards one game, and then
Well, he
got,
matched the Brosmer stat. I think Brosmer won that game, scoring, literally throwing like 55 passing yards. It was something disgusting.
yeah, I don't know what to make of him. It's hard to be connected with Bryce Young at the helm.
Max Brosmer won that Detroit game, throwing 51 yards and no tutties.
Let me see this
What
here.
a fucking game!
Do anyone stick out to you? I mean, realistically, we should be eyeing the Ravens and Steelers, and then Seahawks and Niners. So I'll let you take. I say we stick to one of the pivotal games. You know, divisions are on the line. So we got one division matchup down with the NFC South. We can either dip into the AFC North or we can dip into the NFC
NFC
West. And
West.
I'll let you take this one.
Let's go Ravens minus 3.5. Lock it in.
Yeah, they're hungry. I like that. Steelers just lost to the freaking Browns. What do you guys? Come on, man.
Come on,
You
man.
can't be doing that. This one's tough. I really wish you didn't leave me with this one because it's like the Niners are freaking hot, man.
Said this one's tough. I wish you didn't leave me with this.
Yeah, they're home. But dude, Seattle, man, it's like their defense is freaking good. They're not gonna be dropping all those points on Seattle. It's a division matchup. Who won? Who won their first matchup? Do we know? Let's take a look here. Niners. Let's take a look here. Final score. Wow. Niners won 17-13. Give me all right. That said, I'm gonna go Seattle -1.5.
I mean, you can't bet on the 49ers after they beat your Bears last week either.
It was a great game, man.
Just can't.
Again, it is one of those us Bears fans, dude. It's so weird because like we're so used to just heartbreaks and losing. And I mean, you saw it instantly. You were there with me. Like I wasn't even mad. I wasn't even mad when he threw that incomplete pass.
They are who we thought they were.
I know. I was like almost like relieved they didn't win because like I didn't have the energy to go on another 3-4 day bender. Like I was like I'm like that SpongeBob meme where he's like, thank God, dude. The sweating meme too. Like, please, Caleb, don't do this. And again, I think the Bears needed that loss before the playoffs. Like, I didn't want the Bears riding like that high into the playoffs, and like it would just set us up for like a first round exit.
In like heartbreaking fucking fashion.
Yeah, yeah. And I think with this loss, again, it's like it's good for us. We'll go in. Hopefully we beat the Lions. We should beat the Lions, but we're probably gonna be playing the Packers. It's gonna be a big week, dude. If we get the Packers round one, my fucking God. You might not hear from me pre and post, whether we win or lose. And I think you guys might be setting up to play a little revenge game too against the Jags.
Yeah, I think we'll get the Jags. Well, it's crazy because I think we could get the Jags or Houston, which is both Herbert's horrible losses. So, fucking need either of them.
Yeah, so we got plus 631 here. I'm actually gonna throw a little bit more bread on this one. Let me see. I just want to see on FanDuel real quick because I might be doing
Should we
two.
just throw an anytime touchdown on there just to juice it up?
It wouldn't be right. Wouldn't be right. We don't want to ruin the spread. It's not the ATD. It's
End of the year though, you gotta have a little bit of fun.
spread. Hey, we'll do that. We'll definitely get into, hey, for those, just because the season's over doesn't mean we're not dipping into the whole NFL playoff. By the way, I don't know if you just saw this. I went out there and I said, hey, I'm gonna run this week's squad ride.
But only for people who voted on League Safe.
All the people who voted. You want to be a little biatch and sit there. I didn't win any money. I'm not gonna do that. We had Garrett even come out and he didn't win $1 and he came out and freaking voted. So
I think did most people at least win like $15 or $20 or something?
No, I mean most people did. Yeah, no, most people did. We had about like 4 or 5 guys that didn't win.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
be me.
Yeah, straight up. What did we have the Panthers at? So we go to FanDuel. I'm actually gonna look on FanDuel here because they have.
I think I had the Panthers at plus 2.5 on DraftKings.
So they got them +3 right here. I think I'm gonna take that. I like the sound of. I like the sound of that one, and then I'm gonna do that. And then last you said what? Ravens -3.5.
Yeah, I think 3.5.
Yeah, I'm gonna throw actually 50 on this one. I'm gonna go 2 units, just spice it up a little bit more. See you later. Boom. A little bit lower odds, but I like it more. It's about 590, but yeah, I like that 3-legger. Let's keep it simple. I do want to always, as we always do, it's been a tradition forever. I would like to do an NFL playoff pick'em, this year. So we will still be involved. The Discord is always going, the Discord, we got NFL playoffs, all our teams in it. So, we're still going to be chirping. February is going to be like a slow month. I mean, it's going to be a ghost town in February. It's going to be all of us putting ourselves on the charger. No pun intended. Getting the battery back to full 100%. And then, we got free agency in March, like I said, so we're gonna see a lot. I know I personally got some guys on the move, hopefully Brees Hall, and then April you start seeing how things start falling into place for your players, for NFL teams, May is going to be a very slow month, if not the slowest month. But what's beautiful is we got the podcast now, so we'll have plenty to talk about. We'll get the boys prep for June, prep for July, and then boys, before you know it, it's the season started in June. So again, before we wrap up, I want to say again, arguably one of the best years we've ever had. This league is only getting stronger. The guys in it are just getting more committed. I really, I appreciate it as much as the chancellor I have to be. I know you guys are always going to show out. I know you guys are always going to be committed. And again, this is why I love doing it, because this is why this is the greatest fantasy league in the world. So, I love you guys. Everyone listening, I appreciate it. For those who came on this year, you guys rock, and we're going to do it for years to come.
Yes.
Any final words before we wrap up?
No, just great season, boys. Great season. Happy to be here. Podcast has been a blessing. Thank you, Kamish. And tier 1 forever, babies. Tier 1s. Hey, real quick, tier 1s, rise up for me real quick. The few of us in there.
Rise up. Rise up. All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we will see you in March. I'm sure I'm going to see you guys this weekend. Oh, by the way, Deli, your presents are on the way. Keep an eye out for that.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, so you got your present, actually. You got your the best Christmas present of all. Way to welcome your daughter.
The only Christmas present I really wanted.
Yeah. And some
diapers.
Couldn't let
my daughter come into this
and
world
some diapers.
Her dad
you
was
need
a
diapers.
Loser. Couldn't let her come into the world knowing her papa was a loser.
She's like, I'm good. I'm going to wait another year in the womb. I guess. So anyways, gentlemen, we love you. Thanks for being a part of it this year. And we are signing off.
Later, boys. Love you, UFFL.